This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. Erica Cobb, what day is today?
It's Friday!
That's right. December 6th. I'm here with Stephanie, Brandon, Erica. I'm Jeff. Reunited and it feels so good. I feel like this week we're all discombobulated.
I was gone yesterday.
Yeah.
We missed
you.
Thanks, I'm glad.
And we missed you earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
You
y'all.
bet we did.
Already starting off. Here we go. Christmas came early for Taylor Swift fans. She just released a new Christmas song. It's called Christmas Tree Farm. Let's take a listen. What'd you guys think of that? Erica, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at my new Taylor Swift 2020 16-month calendar from my Secret Santa.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm all Swiftified, okay?
Oh,
there you
It's
go.
16 months. I don't even know where the other 4 come from yet.
I'm sorry. I was just looking at my new Taylor Swift shirt from my Secret Santa. I will see your calendar and raise you an XL t-shirt.
Wow.
It's going to be a very Swifty Christmas, apparently.
Very much so. You gained some Swiftie fans. Brandon lost some, but with that t-shirt, you might get them back, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we'll
If
see.
it's okay. And, you know, I love the cobblers, too. I love the cobblers before I love the Swifties.
Don't dig yourself in a hole here. What did you think of the song?
It was a good song. I'm not a Christmassy, music-y type guy, but I understand why her fans and her fan base would love that. Very catchy.
I like the song because it incorporates her actual past. Like, I mean, anything that has to do with, like, family.
I mean, we all want to see like the pictures of before they were famous and where they grew up and what they look like. And like when you see videos of a celebrity when they're a little baby, oh, it just warms your heart. So I love this one. I'm in.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
I know, that's amazing.
Cutie.
Well, speaking of Christmas, the Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, is getting a documentary all about her huge hit, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Here's a sneak peek.
I just remember where I was coming from, wanting it to feel like a classic. It was an accomplishment for me that I was really proud of.
It's called, get this, Mariah Carey is Christmas.
She right.
It's a little
Let's be
vague, but
honest.
it comes out on Amazon Music. But she is kind of right, because when you hear this song, you know it's Christmas time.
Oh yeah, as soon as it gets to December, I'm all for Mariah when the clock ticks 12 on November the 30th. I have to think then, was it 30th or 31st? It's Mariah season. And I know you guys bragged about your Secret Santa earlier. I don't know who mine is yet, but I had a letter from my Secret Santa and it pictures of Mariah Carey on it, so.
Ooh, that's a hint?
I don't know. I got left some Yorkshire tea, which is my favourite. And I also got a lip gloss, Lady Gaga lip gloss, which I was wearing earlier. So, yeah, anyway, I just went by the by, just completely stole that because you were bragging about your Secret Santa, and I didn't get to brag about mine yet.
Ooh, I got to brag about mine because I got the best Secret Santa.
What
I
did
got
you
some
get?
great stuff, cheese and crackers, some beers,
Oh.
very Jeff, a little gift card, way over the top when I find out who you are. You're going to get a big Jeff hug.
Okay.
Don't be weirded out. All right, guys. Jennifer Garner had a massive Christmas tree fail, kind of like my big Jeff hug. Let's watch.
So I told my kids we could go bigger because we're in a rental house and it has a really big foyer. But then it was delivered and I'm not sure this was the tree we picked out. It's a little aggressive.
Wow.
Hey, if it fits in the
Man.
house.
That's
I wish I would have known that we were doing this story. My first Christmas with my husband, before we were married, we used to live in this apartment that had a loft, and I hadn't had like a good Christmas in like it was like actually traumatizing. So he's like, we'll get he's like, let's do Christmas, whatever you want. So I'm like, all I want is a real Christmas tree. And we went to this lot down the street and we found the biggest tree in the lot and we walked back with it, the two of us, and stuffed it into the elevator. It could hardly even fit. And the Christmas tree came all the way up to like the top of where the loft started, like past it. And there's this photo and people think that I'm like in a store, but it's just literally in our apartment, which wasn't a huge apartment. It was just tall, and the whole tree took up the whole first floor of the thing. And I was like, that's it. That's all I wanted.
Oh,
So it's cool.
I love a good Christmas tree. For me, that is the smell of Christmas. To me, a Christmas tree really means Christmas. My mum and dad have always had real trees growing up, and the minute you smell it in your house, oh, it's just so nice. But my mum always hates it because when the little leaves or pine,
Pine needles?
when they
Yeah,
drop, she
yeah.
gets so angry. But it's worth it.
It is
We had a one bedroom. Now we have a 2-bedroom apartment, as you know. We
Moving
still
on
have
up.
our first Christmas tree that me and my wife got together. The bottom row of lights doesn't even work anymore. It's a sad little tree, but it means so much to us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, see, that's nice.
So that's not a fact.
I think for my childhood, we used to always have what we would call the Charlie Brown Christmas trees. It would be little because as my dad was trying to come on as a football coach, we didn't have much. We weren't the most rich people. So every time, that's why I'm not big on Christmas trees or whatever, because I just think about the sense of family, just the sense of being around your family and being thankful and blessed. So I don't want to end it on me because I sound like the Grinch, because I'm not into the ornaments and the lights and all that.
But you said why?
I just want to be around family. That's all Christmas means to me. I don't want
That's
any
what it
gifts
is
or
really
anything.
about. A tree is a nice extra,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That segment was like a Christmas story.
Yeah.
I loved it. All right, guys, it's an end of an era for reality TV. Uh-oh, Raquel, what's going on?
Well, Jeff, Snooki is leaving the Jersey Shore. Now, she made the announcement on her podcast today. She says she hates being away from her 3 kids, and it's just not her life anymore. The partying and drama have become too much. Snooki, whose real name is Nicole Pelosi, is a staple on the show. And here's a look at her first time in the house.
Hello, party's here.
The party's here?
How are you? Nicole, hug.
Nice to meet
How
you,
are
baby.
you?
I'm like, wow. She was like a little miniature chihuahua painted with some spray paint black.
Yeah.
You guys drinking or what?
Yeah, we just took a
it's
shot.
right here.
Woo! Give me a shot.
So, DBL Nation, will you still watch the Jersey Shore without one of its main stars?
Thanks, Raquel.
They're still doing Jersey Shore?
They're still on. It's called Family Vacation or something.
Is it?
Yeah, because I know they documented all Mike the Situations when he went into jail and came out. Yeah, his situation.
Yeah, but I have to tip my hat to her because when Jersey Shore came out is when I was playing with the Giants, and we used to go down to the Jersey Shore all the time, and it's okay for her. It's okay for people to evolve and to grow. Like she said, she has kids. It doesn't align with her life anymore. So the last time that I went to the Jersey Shore compared to the first time that I went, it's 2 different experiences.
But you went in the house and
No, not in the house. Just as Jersey Shore, DJs and Belmar Avenue, all those great. Shout out to the owners of Avenue. All those great places where you go and when you're young and you're with your friends, you're wilding out, buying, having bottle wars, popping champagne, throwing it all over over the place. But the last time I went was more of like a. The last time I went, it was more chill, more mellow, because you can't be doing that anymore. So I'm okay with her doing this and not wanting to be a part of it.
I mean, I'll be honest, I've never watched.
Well said.
Brandon just wanted to relive.
Yeah, he did.
I don't want to follow this.
Yes, I did. I'll take y'all one time if y'all want to go.
I don't know how to follow that.
You can't, unless you got a story in South Beach where you're partying.
I've got no popping champagne with Snooki and Jersey Shore.
Girl, what you talking about? You came to my house for Thanksgiving. You know we were popping some bottles.
Yeah, but
no,
not
I'm just
with
kidding. We weren't really
Jersey
popping
Shore.
bottles.
He wasn't with your Jersey Shore either.
Well, I don't understand what's going on. I've never even seen that show. It looks terrible. They all look like they're roaming around, sleeping with each other and getting drunk on TV. I don't think it's a model show, is it?
There's no Shore.
We have Geordie Shore. We have Geordie Shore, and they always go, "We're tashing on hard," which basically means heavy snogging with someone.
I think I put it in context what it means.
What?
Snogging.
Tashing on
You
is
asked me
snogging.
Yeah, I think we're getting the rap,
Yeah,
y'all.
we got it. We got it. I think we all know what it means. DBL is live and coming up. Ian Somerhalder is most famous for playing a vampire on TV. So why is he starring in another vampire series? He gives us the scoop in today's Chatting with the Stars. And is Lady Gaga's meat dress making news again? Steph has the answer in today's Fashion Fix Friday. That's next.
We're trying to learn what tashing on the hog means with.
Tash like a mustache, tashing on hard. H-A-R-D.
Would that be considered cursing in London?
No.
Oh, it wouldn't? It's just like a saying for
It's
having.
making out, like snogging.
Oh, it's making out. Oh, I thought
Snogging is
snogging was
making
something else.
No, snogging means kissing.
Oh, that's not what I thought it was.
The British FCC wouldn't have bleeped that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it's
What
just
did you think
it's like saying
snogging
I was
was without
really
saying
making out. Just
Saying,
kissing.
I thought snogging was.
I don't know what's going on.
Definitely something.
No, but I don't know. I went on this weird tangent just now, but it was just the first time I went to the
You were
Jersey
painting
Shore.
the picture. You weren't even.
Oh, it was fun, man. The first time we went down there.
living in it.
First time we went down there, man. There's a club down in Belmore, over where Monmouth is at. Monmouth University, is a spot called Bar A. And I just remember me and my boy Steve Smith that went to USC. We were rookies. We went down there.
Steve Smith from the Panthers?
No. He went to USC. Steve Smith played with the Giants.
Oh, because that
Yeah,
dude went to
there's
Santa
another
Monica College. Anyway,
one.
sorry.
Yeah. It was the wildest night in the world, but fast forward to not this past summer, last summer when I went, and it was so tame. Like we all went to dinner, and we were like in summer blazers and all.
Because
and I was
what
just
you
like,
can't do.
wow, you can't do it anymore. Like you can't. But there are
Jaeger
still some
bombs
people.
tell your.
There are still some of my friends that in their 30s that on the weekends they go down there and they just do it up big.
I got to give it up to Snooki because you got to know when to call it.
Yeah.
You can't be the person who stays at the party too long. Like you just can't. It's not a good look for anybody.
I wonder how the rest of the cast feels though, because Snooki's a main character. Like they're gonna miss her on that show if it continues. You know what I mean?
By this time, it's time for you to move on to something else.
Yeah.
But they're getting paid. I know. It's a tough decision.
They are getting paid. We've got Fashion Fix Friday coming up now. We're gonna tash them.
Welcome back to DBL. Billie Eilish made Gaga fans go gaga when she trashed the famous meat dress, and Queen Lizzie put me in a tizzy with her holiday outfits. So all this fashion talk must mean that it's time for Fashion Fix Friday. Yes. So do you lot remember Lady Gaga's meat dress from the 2010 MTV VMAs? Well, of course you do. It's iconic. Anyway, Billie said in an interview with Variety where Gaga's meat dress was brought up. So the 17-year-old said, yikes, and made this face. Yeah, it looks as though she just smelled that meat dress in person. And here's the deal, Billie. You were only 7 when Gaga wore that dress, so I'll give you a pass. But this me is a treat. Now, it's not an endorsement for you to wear it at home. I mean, only Gaga can pull it off. I mean, I'm sorry, it's Gaga. Next, Pink and her daughter will both be sporting new looks in the new year. The rebellious rocker star and her daughter have recently embraced some pretty edgy buzz cuts. And Pink cut off all her remaining locks, posting this pic with the caption, "Letting go." Well, her daughter recently saved the side of her head, which is a punk look, clearly inspired by her mum, proving that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I hope they wore some cute warm hats because there will be a must-have for them this winter. They're going to be cold. And finally, if you need some fashion motivation this holiday season, look no further than Queen Elizabeth. Get this, Queen Lizzie doesn't wear one outfit on Christmas, she don't even wear two outfits. The Queen wears at least 7, Erica, I can hear ya, at Christmas, and there's no ugly Christmas sweaters or overpriced athleisure in sight either. These outfits are top notch. So she changes every time a new host comes to the house, which is a lot, as you know. She's a very busy lady. So are you up to the challenge? Can you all beat her record and wear 8 outfits this Christmas day?
Whoa,
Why would I do that?
To be extra!
I think you should do that.
If anyone can do it, it's Erica.
Christmas in Canada, it's like toque and
Oh, it's too cold.
toque and turtleneck. That's what you do.
Wait, toque is a hat?
Yeah, toque, a hat.
Steph, what do you call a winter
Alberta.
hat? What do you call a winter hat?
A bubble hat.
A what?
A bubble hat.
A bubble hat?
Bubble. B-O-B-B-L-E.
A bobble hat?
Bubble. Bubble.
All right, anyways, in the South, they call it a toboggan.
What?
Yeah, they call a winter hat in
I
the
thought
South
a toboggan is one of those things that you ride on.
Right, yeah. I mean, this is a...
Oh, a beanie. We call it a beanie as well.
Well, we call it a beanie.
Is.
You call it a beanie?
Like Mike Lowry from Bad Boys when he wore the like
just
short
a winter
hats.
hat.
Oh no.
It's called a beanie too.
Yeah, it's a beanie.
We just blow everybody's
Or
minds.
a toque.
Or a bobble hat.
Or a bobble hat. We're going to work on that in a break. Thanks, Steph. Good job. Coming up on DBL, we're chatting with Ian Somerhalder. We're getting the behind-the-scenes details on his new Netflix show, V Wars, when we come back.
Jeez.
If you have...
Hi DBL Nation, welcome to Fast Blast Entertainment Edition, where I give you some headlines you might have missed. Now, are you ready to say goodbye to 2019? Because Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve just announced who's hitting the stage this year while we count down to 2020. Green Day, Dua Lipa, and Megan Thee Stallion will be part of the countdown celebration, along with Paula Abdul and Salt and Pepper on the West Coast. Time to get those resolutions going. And it's the end of an era in reality TV. Snooki is retiring from the Jersey Shore, and she says she hates being away from her 3 kids, and it's just not her life anymore. The partying and drama, it's become too much. But will you still watch the Jersey Shore without one of its main stars? And Netflix is proving the place to be when it comes to movies. The Irishman hit theaters for a few days, and then it debuted on the streaming service at the end of November. Well, Variety reports in the first 5 days, more than 17 million people streamed the new film. Is this the way we watch movies now? Let me know. And this is going to be my last Fast Blast. I just want to say goodbye and thank you to all of you. You've been my family. Thank you for letting me into your home. Bye.
Welcome back to DBL. Best known for his roles in Lost and The Vampire Diaries, actor Ian Somerhalder is on TV taking on a very different blood-sucking role in V Wars. I caught up with him in today's Chatting with the Stars. Ian, thank you for being on Daily Blast Live.
Thank you very much.
You played a vampire on Vampire Diaries, and then you married the gorgeous Nikki Reed, who's a vampire in Twilight, and now you're in V Wars.
So what do we know so far?
This is a modified virus causing DNA transformations.
So I've got to ask you, have you ever heard of vampirism? Because I think you might have it, darling.
It is an interesting theme in my life. It really is wild. Twilight really was a cultural phenomenon that really paved the way for Vampire Diaries. This is a 5-book series written by a best-selling author. This story deals with these amazing, big tentpole issues that we're dealing with in society right now, right out of that door. climate change, borders, racism, disease, fear, politics in the genre of vampires. This is a really kind of wonderful alchemy, I feel, to tell some really dynamic, relevant, sexy, dangerous, and quite controversial stories.
But in V-Wars, this time, you're playing Dr. Luther Swan, and like there's been a rumour, so I need you to clarify this for me, that you turned it down, the role, 3 times.
I thought it could be a career suicide to jump back into this vampire world, but it really spoke to me. I spent 172 episodes as a lead character in Vampire Diaries. The skill sets that I acquired, particularly in this genre, allowed me to parlay that as applied science and as a sort of skill set into V-Wars. I do believe that we had an amazing opportunity to tell a story. It is so relevant. And these stories are so unique. So the perspectives of the show are very authentic, and that is what's so exciting for me.
So I know what it's like to move to another country for work, and you and your family moved to Canada to film V-Wars. So how hard was that with a wife and a 2-year-old and a cat and all the rest of it?
It was like being at home. You know, we packed up a plane and cats, baby, everybody, and brought it out there. It was very much a family affair.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for chatting with us. We're really excited to see V-Wars. It's out on Netflix now. And Ian, thank you so much for coming on DBL.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by Eligible.
Hey, welcome back to Beauty Blast, guys. I'm Jeray for the Slay, and while we're here, let's go ahead and pull up those search bars, type in J-A-R-A-Y for the Slay, all one word, my friends, on all your social media platforms so we can be friends. Back to business. Welcome back to Beauty Blast, guys. Today, we're talking about some red light beauty tips and some of my favorite ways to save some time while you're getting ready. Today, though, I want to talk about traveling with your beauty tips. Now, when you're traveling with your beauty products, it's important not to overpack. Now, I know, anything could happen while you're on vacation, whether you're at the beach, in the mountains, whatever you may. You want to make sure that you have everything that you need, but you don't need to overpack. So that's why I went ahead and made a little list for us so that we all know the expectation and that we're not just carrying a toolkit around with us, okay? Now, number 1, you want to bring the eye essentials. So some of my eye essentials are going to be a mascara. Full size or travel size is okay. If you need a travel size, check your local Sephora or even ask at a counter if there might be a sample size that you can try out before your actual vacation, okay? So you can do a travel size mascara. You can do a little bit of an eyeliner. I prefer to do a pencil liner when I'm traveling just because it's going to help to make sure that you have more flexibility with your looks. Now, another thing that I would recommend for eyes is one eyeshadow stick. Choose one and just make it neutral. So this way you can kind of be more flexible with your looks, whether it be more of a bronze, a blush color, or cream. You can kind of have a little bit more diversity with your looks by using a blush or bronzer, which we'll get to next. Now, another thing that you can do is get an all-in-one blush, bronzer, and highlight palette. These guys are great to make sure that you're all ready to go for any look. And last but not least, don't forget a tinted moisturizer. It has your SPF and your hydration. So guys, let me know if these beauty tips worked for your travel, and go ahead and write me in at Jeray for the Slay on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I'm sure we'll connect soon. We'll see you guys next time.
New research shows a popular new diet fad could actually work. Let's connect the dots. If you've been anywhere on social media lately, you've probably seen people talking about intermittent fasting. Basically, it's when you limit all of your eating to a 10-hour window. In a small new study at the Salk Institute, researchers tested intermittent fasting on a group of subjects who were pre-diabetic, which means their weight, blood pressure, and cholesterol were such that they were one step away from developing type 2 diabetes. After 12 weeks of intermittent fasting, the subjects lost an average of 3% of their body weight, their blood pressure fell, and cholesterol improved. A great sign that this fad might be the real thing, but keep in mind, this study was very small and there was no control group, which means a much larger and controlled study needs to be done.
Welcome back to DBL. Before we go, we're saying goodbye to a member of our DBL family. Raquel Villanueva is leaving us for a new opportunity, and before we talk to her, let's take a look back at some of our favorite moments with Raquel in the show.
We are live, and it looks like Ariana Grande is filling in for Raquel Villanueva. What?
Hi again. The Duchess of Sussex. Got it. There's a chance I might be the unicorn, but you'll find out tonight on Fox. If I could turn back time. You know what, Jeff? There's actually something I've been wanting to do since the Titanic came out. Just give me a second, all right? I'm queen of the world!
Raquel, that was good.
Incredible.
Raquel, take your money and run, Raquel. Get out of the game. Raquel, you're amazing. We're so proud of you. Why don't you tell everybody what you're doing now?
Well, I am going to go to NASA JPL to be a commentator, so I'm going to talk about the moon and space and Mars, and I hope you all follow me along on the journey. And you're my family, all of you here at DBL and all of you at home. I'm going to miss all of you.
Aww.
Well, girl, I have to tell you, since you've been here since day one, I have seen you grow in incredible ways. I'm honestly, even before DBL, just to see you never took no for an answer, and that perseverance is always what's going to get you through, and you continue to do that because people are going to question who you are. You need to let them know who you are, and you know you have our love and support always, and we're going to miss you terribly.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I'm so proud of you, Raquel. You're going to be like the highest NASA commentator, the cleverest NASA commentator, the everything. You're everything all in one. You go show NASA how it's done.
I couldn't have done it without all of you.
Yeah, you could, always.
Raquel, I just want to say you're an example of just coming to work every day with a smile on your face, and what that does for you. It gets me emotional because it's success in this life. That's what you need to be successful. You have it. You're going to be successful. We love you, and we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Love you, Rack.
Thank you all. Did a good
Best
job
of
making
luck.
me cry.
I cry every day. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on Monday.
Bye.